He was always gentle, kind-hearted, and profoundly thoughtful, never one to overpower a conversation. His words held a quiet strength, a stillness that lingered long after they were spoken. When our lives first intertwined, it was that calm fortitude that drew me in, a steadiness I had never known. He didn't impress me with riches or grand gestures. Instead, his presence wrapped around me like warmth in winter, safe, sincere, and deeply real. Together, we built a world made of tenderness. We shared dreams, whispered plans late into the night, and created a life stitched with quiet love. In the beginning, it felt perfect, unblemished, complete. It began innocently, longer chats, teasing glances, laughter that lingered a bit too long, until I crossed the line. I told myself it was a brief mistake, insignificant, a momentary lapse I could bury without consequence. But I didn't understand how one careless act could unravel everything. The guilt didn't strike like lightning, crept in slowly, then crashed over me like a tidal wave. And when I finally confessed, I braced myself for his rage. Yelling, accusations, maybe even silence. But he didn't raise his voice. He didn't curse my name. He just sat there, still, eyes locked on the floor for what felt like a lifetime. And then tears. Not loud or dramatic, but quiet, broken, unbearable. The kind that come from a soul being quietly ripped apart. I had never seen him like that. He had always been the strong one, my constant, my rock. Watching him shatter because of me broke something inside. He didn't demand explanations. He only asked one question, barely above a whisper. Was I not enough for you? And I had no answer. Because the truth was, he was more than enough. I was the one who failed. That night, he moved into the spare room. And with every passing night, a wall grew between us. Invisible, cold, and immovable. I tried everything, handwritten letters, flowers, desperate apologies. But no gesture could erase the damage I had done. Because trust, once broken, doesn't heal through words alone. He still made my coffee each morning. Still fed the cat. Still took out the trash. But it wasn't love anymore. It was muscle memory, habit, an echo of what once was. I watched him fade. The sparkle in his eyes, the warmth in his laughter, the man I loved, slipping away. And I was the reason. Eventually, he told me he needed space. He packed a small bag, said he'd be staying with his brother.
No promises. No timeline.
Just silence. And goodbye. At the door, he looked at me one last time, eyes glassy with tears, and whispered, I loved you more than you'll ever understand. And then he was gone. Now I live in the silence of our home. His coat still hangs by the door, his toothbrush untouched. I haven't moved anything, as if keeping these fragments might somehow bring him back. But it won't. Too late, I realize. The fire I chased flickered out quickly. But what I lost, real, steady, irreplaceable love, was the kind that only comes once in a lifetime. He didn't deserve the pain I caused, or the betrayal I dealt, or the heartbreak he carried because of the woman he trusted most. But he bore it. And now, I must bear the truth, that I broke something sacred, and I may never be able to fix it.